My 19-year-old brother was literally rotting away in his dark college apartment, skipping all his classes and totally giving up on life. I was the only one who knew his secret until his roommates made the phone call that exposed our difficult family situation. Hey everyone! Welcome back to the channel. Today's story is from the Am I the A-hole subreddit, posted by a user named Throwaway Sibling. Let's start. OP. I'm 23, and I have a younger brother, Lou, who is 19. He's a freshman in college, and honestly, I'm very worried about him. To understand why, you need to know about our family. It's not just strict, it's been under intense pressure for years. Lou was always the smart kid growing up. He was the favorite who got straight A's while I struggled to pass. But it wasn't easy for him. Our parents put too much pressure on him about his grades and future. The better he did, the more they demanded. The sad part is, he never wanted any of it. Our mum, who is 54, basically forced him. She's a very intense top-of-her-class law graduate who thinks anything less than perfect is a complete failure. My problems with my mum are big enough for their own video. She is a complete dictator with her expectations. Since I didn't fit her perfect image, I was mostly ignored as the academic failure. Because of that, I dodged the worst of it. All her crazy expectations landed right on my little brother. Now he's in college, and he is completely broken down. Lou has zero motivation to do anything. I don't mean he's just being lazy, I mean he is totally stuck. He doesn't do schoolwork, he doesn't go out, nothing. He just sits in his room all day and night. The great energy he used to have is just gone. I am completely sure it's because of how we grew up. Every single choice was made for him. He never got to find out who he really is, and now he's totally burned out from trying to win a race he never wanted to run. I worry about him so much. I really want him to have a great life, find a job he likes, marry someone wonderful, and just be happy. But I am stuck because I don't know how to fix this. We are very different, but also similar. I'm aromantic asexual, he's straight. I'm very outgoing, he's very shy. I love Transformers, he loves anime. We like different things, but we understand each other because we survived the same childhood. I'm just so scared he's going to give up on life completely. So, here is my big problem. Would I be wrong if I told our dad? Our dad is 50, and he's honestly the nicest guy ever. But he worked extremely long hours when we were kids, so he completely missed how bad our mum was being. I really want to tell him how badly Lou is doing, but I promised Lou that I wouldn't say anything. Lou is terrified. He thinks if Mum finds out he's failing and very depressed, she's going to completely lose it, scream at him, and cut off his money. But I keep thinking of him as a little kid. This is the same sweet boy who used to laugh so hard at cartoons with me on Saturday mornings. I literally can't just watch him disappear. Lou is talking about dropping out of college. If he wants to do that, I completely support him. But he needs a plan, you know? He can't just stare at a wall forever. I really need some advice from others. Just to be clear, I've tried everything. I suggested therapy, but he refuses. I tried giving him calm advice on how to handle school stress. Nothing works. I am totally lost, and I feel like I need to ask an adult for help. Also, a quick note, I am autistic, which means my brain works in a very simple way. Sometimes dealing with complicated feelings is really hard for me, and I miss obvious social hints. Sorry if I sound clueless. I am just a scared older sibling trying to save my brother. 10 busy months passed. I finally came back online to post an update. Okay, first off, I'm so sorry for disappearing for 10 months. Life was absolutely crazy. I'm 24 now, finishing my degree, and my body basically broke down from all the stress. I injured my shoulder twice, had to deal with 2 kidney stones, seriously the worst pain ever, and my living situation fell apart, so I had to take over my apartment lease alone. Between the hospital trips and trying not to go broke, I totally didn't have the mental energy to post on Reddit. But here is the update on Lou. I never ended up telling our parents. I read your comments and I agreed that I would be wrong if I broke his trust. Instead, I just tried to check in on him more. But it turns out I didn't need to break his trust because someone else did it for me. His college roommates were the ones who finally spoke up. They saw him doing nothing, skipping class and wasting away in his room. They got very worried and called their own parents, who then called our parents. When my parents found out, everything changed. Surprisingly, they didn't scream or freak out. They drove straight down there, packed up his things, and medically took him out of school. They brought him home and got him into therapy immediately. He was diagnosed with depression, which completely makes sense. But the great news is he got on some medication, and he is doing so much better. It's like a completely different person. Lou is now working a relaxed job with our dad. He actually wants to become an X-ray tech, which is a goal he chose completely on his own. Also, he has this girl he's spending time with. They are just friends right now, but she bought them matching pajama pants with little capybaras on them. They are so cute, and I know for a fact my shy anime-loving brother would never buy those for himself. It means he's opening up and actually having fun again. He has totally improved since I first posted, and I am so relieved. We survived, he survived, and things are actually looking very good right now. Let's see what the community had to say about all this. Commenter 1 asked, "What exactly do you want your parents to do? Do you think he needs therapy?" OP replied, "I'm not sure. He sounds depressed, but I don't want to try and guess his illness. I just know he needs help. Maybe Dad could convince Mum to be less intense." Commenter 2 was a bit harsh. Why can't he just ask for help himself? He's an adult. Also, being pushed to do well in school doesn't always make kids depressed. OP explained, "Lou actually told me clearly that our childhood is why he feels this way. He just doesn't want to do anything anymore." Commenter 3 gave good advice. "You would absolutely be wrong if you told them his secret. Your mum will freak out, just like he thinks. Talk to your dad, but don't tell him the specific secret. Just say you're worried. He needs mental health help, and your dad needs to tell your mum to back off." On the update, Commenter 4 was very supportive. "So glad he's getting help. Make sure you take care of yourself too, OP. Don't let their crazy expectations hurt you either." OP replied, "Thank you. I focus on creative things instead of math and science, so that helps me stay sane." Commenter 5 loved the happy ending. "Thanks to those roommates for speaking up. A lot of people just freeze and don't say anything. So glad Lou has a cool friend and some awesome capybara PJs now." After reading the full post and community comments, honestly, this post makes me feel great. It is absolutely wonderful that OP's brother got the real medical help he needed and that the dad actually stepped up to support him. The one thing we didn't really hear about in the update is how the mum reacted. Honestly, I'm very curious. My own mum was very strict about school too. When I had to take a break from college for my mental health, she made many negative comments about me being a dropout. I ended up completely lost for about 10 years. So I can easily imagine OP's mum quietly showing disapproval about Lou's wasted potential. But maybe I'm just relating it to my own experience, you know. I think this is totally a no jerks here situation, at least between OP and Lou. The mum is definitely the problem, but since she was quiet in the update, we'll let it go for now. Life was seriously hard for OP during those 10 months. Going through kidney stones and apartment lease problems is terrible. It's totally fine that OP wasn't the one to call the parents. But man, thank goodness those roommates stepped up, or things could have ended very badly. I think OP handled it perfectly. It's so difficult trying to help someone who doesn't want it. If you push too hard, they just push you away. OP stayed calm, stayed supportive, and was just a safe person for Lou without trying to control him. Thanks for sharing, OP. We love to see a positive outcome.
Keep it pimpin', player. Here we go. We asked 100